Welcome back to Modestly MASKI. I'm MASKI Lai, and today we will be making my delicious hummus dish. Okay, so we're about to get started. We have our chickpeas, which are also garbanzo beans, which we soaked for 24 hours and then cooked in a pot with a spoon of baking soda. What happens is the baking soda breaks down the peel so it can come off easily, because when you want to make some homemade smooth creamy hummus, then you want to take as many of the peels off, and the baking soda actually alkalines the whole pot and allows you to take the peel off easily. Okay, so that's why we put it in there, and it cuts down the amount of time that you actually have to cook them. So I already cooked my chickpeas and taken the peels off of them. As you can see, there's almost no peel on my chickpeas. We're just going to put this right inside of our blender. Now I'm using a blender, but if you have a food processor, I will recommend that you use a food processor. So what we're going to do first is we're going to blend these up a little bit first, okay? We're going to just add a little bit of water. I was trying not to do that. If you have a food processor or like a Vitamix or something. Okay, so with a food processor, you don't have to go through all of this. So with your blender, you may have to add a little bit of water and little gradually. You don't want to put too much water in it. But this is good for now, okay? Let's see exactly what it's looking like. It's not all completely smooth because we're just trying to break it down a little bit. Okay. All right, yeah, that's good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mix our tahini and our lemon juice. So we have about a half a kilo, 2.5 spoons of hummus, chickpeas, and we're going to use about a cup of tahini to 2 lemons and a little bit of salt, and we're just going to mix it up. Because what you want to do is make sure that you get in all of the flavors inside of your hummus, and it does something when you mix it up by itself. The salt, everything, it helps it go through the hummus smoothly when you do it like this. You ain't getting no lumps of this and lumps of that. It's a smooth taste. So we're going to put a little bit of water, keep adding a little bit of water until you get to the consistency that you want. Okay. Add a little bit more water. And it's okay if you don't you want to skip this process and just put your tahini straight into the blender with your lemon and your garlic and everything like that, because sometimes I do that too. But I just find that this way it seems to help make everything, the whole flavor, more even to me. But like I said, cooking is about you getting creative and doing what works for you. There is no right and wrong way. It's an art. Okay? So this is how I wanted to do it, how I like mine. And you should show me Tell me how yours come out or how you do yours, how it works for you. Do you just put your tahini, your garlic, and your lemon juice and everything straight in the blender? Because I know a lot of people who makes delicious hummus. Okay. Tahini is a sesame paste. Comes from the sesame seeds. And it's a Mediterranean. They use it a lot in the Middle East. It's a sesame paste that is really healthy, full of protein. The sesame seeds are full of protein. I think I'm gonna just see the consistency. Probably add a drop more water. Just a drop, because you want your hummus to be, first of all, tahini is a must in hummus. It's a must. It's not one of those things that's optional. I mean, you can do what you want, but you can give it whatever name you want, but it's one of those things that you don't want to really swap like that. If you do, let me know what you use. I've never swapped tahini out of my hummus for something else. And we call it hummus. In Hebrew we say hummus. But I know everyone else knows it as hummus. So I'm actually trying to say hummus. Okay, this is the consistency that I was looking for. See? Still thick, but not too thick. Everything is well combined. Now I'm going to just pour this right into my chickpeas. We're going to add, you can put as much garlic as you want or as little, but I absolutely love garlic, so I put about 4 medium size. Cumin is another thing that's optional. I like it. It just gives it an extra So tell me how you do it, okay? And we're going to add our olive oil. Now, olive oil is what takes this dish to another level, okay? Now let's blend this up and see how it comes out. Okay, let's give it a stir. Like I said, with a food processor, ooh, but if you could just see how creamy this is. Oh boy. Taking the peel off of the chickpeas really makes a difference. Smells good too. Okay, give it enough. A trick that I have learned is if you want to try to make it a little bit fluffier, you can add 1 or 2 ice cubes of ice inside of the blender and blend that in, and it gives it. All right. Let's check it. That, can you see that? Can you see that? The ice actually put a little bit of air inside of the hummus and made it a little bit lighter. We're going to just plate this right quick. We have our parsley, some cayenne pepper, a few chickpeas that I saved to put on top. And we have our olive oil. Let's just put some of this chickpeas right in the middle. Wow. Now let's try to. So it's not as thick as I would like it because Had to add that water in it for the blender. My blender just wasn't powerful enough to, but we're going to still add a little bit of olive oil on top. And a little bit of cayenne pepper. If you don't like pepper, don't add that much. I like pepper. We're going to put a drop of za'atar. It is actually hyssop with sesame seeds, dry hyssop with sesame seeds in it. A few of our chickpeas that we cooked earlier. I'm just going to add that on top. And a little bit of fresh parsley. And voila, there you have it. And there you have it, our hummus dish. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell. And until next time, peace and blessings. Bye-bye. Shalom.